You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not You make my day. You make my day. You make my day. Oh, day. You make my day. You make my day. You make my day. Oh, day. Princess of mine, what have I done to deserve your royalty? 'Cause when you chose me, a simple man, you just made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Day. You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. I was just another guy. I thought I knew, but I guess love is blind. 'Cause when you chose me, a simple man, you just made my day. You 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 just made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Oh, day. You made my day. You made my day.
You make my day. You make my day. What are you talking about? Yeah, each one of you, you make my day every single day when you show up the morning, afternoon, or evening. You're inside of the family of the Hockey Nation live show because of you. You make my day. Welcome back to another morning skate show with the Hockey Coach Guru, Coach FRENCHY, directly from the Sunshine State in Florida. Beautiful day, blue sky, a great, beautiful 75 Fahrenheit. You cannot have to ask for more. We have to be really grateful for what we have and not what we want. I just want to express my gratitude to each one of you for your support every single day and your passion and the love of the hockey, to sharing with respect each one of you inside the Hockey Nation show. So thank you so much for this. It's January 21, 21st, and 2021, 22. We are Friday. How you cannot start better your weekend with the Hockey Coach Guru, Coach FRENCHY, with the morning skate. A lot of news around the league. Of course, the 9 game last night in NHL. Something are getting deeper and the trouble. Something are getting out of the hole, and something continues to winning. You can see what happened last night. You talk about the Edmonton Flyers, OMG. We talk about Montreal Canadiens in the beginning of the season. They struggled. Finally, they get an extra point yesterday. That's a back-to-back. Montreal, for the first time in the history, and Montreal, they got a back-to-back game with 50 shots and over. So that's never happened in the past. So that gives you an idea for the Montreal Canadiens. How can Samuel Montembeault cannot get a star during the game last night? I don't get it yet. I'm still to. So wait a minute. He did not get a star last night. how he cannot do that. So really shocking to see that. But we're going to go through all the stuff, the NHL news around the league, some important update about the injuries around the league. I'm talking about Brett Marchand example. That's the one of them. And we're going to follow up with this. So that's what's happening. Of course, at the end of the show, we're going to go through the FRENCHY quiz, the under-over at the end. 3 quick questions all about what happened last night. So thank you so much to be back with us today. Let's start again with, first of all, Mr. David Arthur, back in the house directly from Hockey Nation Live Show. Thank you for joining us, Mr. David Arthur. Happy good afternoon, David. Hopefully you're doing well about that one over there. Mr. Enartap, back in the house, the collaborator insider of the Hockey Nation Live Show at the warm-up show at 5 o'clock, Monday to Friday. And I can wait to see him again tonight. He is out of the injury reserve list. Talk about Jake Adam. Go talk about him the next couple of minutes. John Gregor, directly from Boston, Massachusetts. The Boston Bruins win last night. It's already a first punch for the Toronto Maple Leaf fans. Breaking news from David Arthur about the soft team. Jose Duarte directly from New York in the house. Welcome back. Oh, the best brother of the brother back in the house, Mr. Roger L. Welcome back. It's a lunch break for him. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks to be a part of the show. RJ Calabro, Mr. Calabro in the house. RJ is the insider with all the update about the score and the schedule. So thanks to be a part of the show, Mr. RJ. IIP Metloff. Yes, sir, Jose. We heard the bad news about him yesterday. What about Mr. Dan Ogilvy from Kentville and Ontario? Mr. Dan, a big fan of the Dixon Automotive Group and the Montreal Canadiens. Thanks to Dan to join us. What about Pierre Martin? Pierre Martin, Pierrot, welcome aboard. Pierre, merci d'être ici ce matin. Thanks to join us this morning, Mr. Pierre. Michael Robinstein in the house. Yes, what a move of Coach FRENCHY this morning. I take it easy. I don't want to separate my shoulder. But, Michael, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Speed recovery, Michael, and hopefully everything is going to get better the next couple of days for sure. Thanks for sharing. I tried to go all the way up. What about for Finland? Mr. Jamo Vartanen in the house today. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Jamo. Run with Kings 20 directly from the Utah number 1 fans at Los Angeles Kings. They lost yesterday again. The King are a bit slippery. The couple of points the last couple of games. And Mr. Adam Berger, the moderator, collaborator, insider of the Vegas Golden Knights, the teacher and the swimmer, head coach of the Green Valley Nevada High School, is in the house this morning. What about the scout, Mr. Alexis Dubuc, in the house? Let's starting right here. Oh, I forgot here, Mr. Frank Salazar, the Cubano from South Florida in the house. Glad to hear that. Edmonton MP this morning. Yes, then nothing good over there for sure. Edmonton good first period, what I watched, but the good period was great. I agree with you, Yamo. They gave I think the shot was 14-7 after the first period, or 11-7 advantage Oilers. But after that, they fall apart. And I think Florida scored 4 goals in the last 5-7 minutes of the game. Unbelievable. I don't know. I know Andy is a fan of the Edmonton Oilers, honestly. But we know how this works in Canada about the pressure of any hockey team by the fans. I believe this over there is not pretty. Not about the storm outside or the weather, but inside of this team right now, it's not looking good. It will be interesting to follow up with the next couple of days what Ken Allen is going to do. And again, Saturday night, guy, it's not going to stop. It's Calgary. So it will be interesting to see that. Barkov, King of the North, Mr. Yamo. Barkov's doing very well. He scored the first goal of the game yesterday. Again, the Edmonton Oilers. So another great night of the captain. On the flip side, Florida need to prove for the rest of the team they can win on the road. And to score 6 goals like that, they can win. And I think that's what they need at some point to make, remove all the mindset or the negativity about this. Maybe not a team on the road, and they maybe have a difficult time playoff every time that. So great performance of the Panthers last night. Coach, do you think Shara would be a Hall of Fame? My answer said to you, yes. Yes. He's going to be a Hall of Fame in our top with the longevity of what he did in the league, the Stanley Cup, and also his performance with Ottawa Islanders and the Boston Bruins. After that, the Washington and back in Islanders. Shara deserves about what he did in NHL. Off ice, on ice, for me is Alexis, welcome. Pierre, not a problem. Corey Hill, back in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Corey Hill, directly from Ottawa, number 1 fans. Ce soir, Alexis, je devrais faire la partie entre Carolina and the New York Rangers. I just want to thank you for all the membership information. You're welcome, Jose. Always a pleasure. If you are become a member of the Hockey National Show, you get at least 2 emails per week about friend information, continents around the league. Could be prospect or team concern or different thing news, prospect initial draft, prospect for different team, and we bring you a lot of things about this part of the Henry Monster equal Charette. Michael, hi Corey, what happening to your team last night? John Gregor in the top, nice pick you did last night. Kelly met a great pick, Seattle. She came back with a great pick, John Gregor, honestly. Looked like they were out of the gas after the first. They tried so hard, they just could not score. Yes, Frank does. For me, I'll be honest with you, Frank, they showed character. So what you do, a period like that, you're on the road, you get, honestly, over a shot during the first 20 minutes. As a coach and as a player inside the locker room, you regroup to go there. You tell them a 2-minute speech. Tell them, look, guys, we're on the road. The score is still 0-0. We're not out of this. We have a bad game, a bad first period. It's over. Let's show up now. Let's go win the second period. Not the game, the second period. Go get your first goal of the game. You're going to make a team like Edmonton or really have a confidence fragile at that moment, and you take the lead 1-0, you're going to shut down the crowd, you're going to control the game, and after that, everything could happen. And that's what happened. They scored 2 goals, and Edmonton never come back, and you can see a team struggle or a slum. Everything they try, it's not working because their stick is really stressful. They hold their stick harder, and they try to make some decision quicker, faster, because the pressure, everything like that. So great comment, Frank, to bring this on the table this morning. Flyers are also 10-game loss, I recall. Yes, this is the second time they reached that level this season. That reminds me the Montreal Canadiens, I believe last season or the year before, they got 3. It was Claude Julien was the coach that time. They got 3 time 8 loss. Flyers is not a team. I don't have no answer, guys. I checking everything this morning about the Flyers and the Oilers to find some bring thing to you, some stuff I can bring to you. And Flyers are in the trouble. I'll be honest with you. We're going to talk about this. Edmonton is 7. Yamo, I picked Seattle. So last night, congratulations, Roger. Players not very good. It's not only last night, Pierre, and en plus, they lost Claude Giroux. That's not good news. Oh, well, Senator was so close. That's just too bad. Oh, well, Corey, yes. Ottawa right now, they are the chasing of the Rays at the bottom of the conversation, of the ranking. RJ Calabro gave us all the update for the schedule tonight. Thank you so much, RJ, about that. How you do with your pick, Roger? Roger, as last night, I did already the pick for today, guys. Roger have only 4 good answers last night, but good news, he have a 1 right score. Ross have the best night, guys, with 8-1 yesterday. And in our tap, have also a great night of 8. Congratulations to Kelly. She have 3 right score. This is the record in the Hockey National Show. Someone find to get 3 right scores. She become the second person to do this. So congratulations for them. We have a couple of great night. Yamo and Ron King 20 have 8 also. Richard Martin and Marlon have 7. And they are the best of the best. The rest of 6 and 5. So I'll just give you an idea what happening about this one over there. Chara only 668 point. It's not always about the point in our tap. It's about the defensive, the way they carry on the play, everything on that on the ice, you know what I mean? And for me, he's also reached, is going to become the most game played by any defenseman in NHL the next couple of weeks. So for me, in our tap, I will say to you, I will go with this one. What happening to Edmonton? I know Bobrovsky is a good goalie. First of all, great performance of Bobrovsky. Guys, Bobrovsky is on fire. The last 9 games, he have no loss over there. And Panthers took advantage of the team, very fragile at that moment. Richard Mullen, welcome aboard. And Terry Titus, also welcome aboard. And in our top, Kelly change. Then Brig McDavid to Montreal. Roger, are you a senator? Fan curious? No, Kelly change because the goaltender Pinocchio. You're absolutely right about that one, by the way. Allen instance did not do any destroying the team beyond repair. And Edmonton is terrible now. That's cool. Montreal is my favorite game. I cannot wait for Kaprizov and Fleury matchup tonight. Chicago play in Minnesota. What does McDavid ask for a trade? You don't see that in NHL, guy. It's rare a player like him is going to risk for the trade. It's right now you think about the, you know, like I did some search this morning, and you know this start with Peter Chiarelli. Peter Chiarelli was there as the GM before Ken Olin. They got a lot of bad decision, and it's a culture. It's the how they run the team for year after year. They have a big draft, but Ken Olin did not fix what Edmonton was missing. They signed Hyman, but they still have the same problem. It's like Montreal. Marc Bergevin did not fix what they are missing from the Montreal to stay at the team they were. He just thought it's going to be that way, it'll be fine. And Bergevin did not act. Ken Olin is the same boat right now. He did a lot of bad decisions. Talk about CC contract, Duncan Keith over there. No trade or nothing to get a goaltender. Those kind of decisions impact right now the Edmonton Oilers. And we know for years this is all between McDavid and Tressaro. So one of the two players right now does not produce at the level they did at the beginning of the year. That team don't go nowhere. And plus Daniel Nurse don't have a great year. And then we can also say Barry does not do well over there. That team is really in the jeopardy for the rest of the year. One cause a changé. I think j'avais 8-1 Yarmo. I have to check this one over there. Yamo, look like you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7-2. 7 plus 1 for you. About that one over there. I don't know what you are wrong. I need to check again. But for that right now, I have a 7. So I don't know where. I will check again after that. She changed it. Flowers game round. Yamo. Yes, Kelly follow in our top pick. Michael Robinson, they probably want too much for Ireland at this point since the disposition. I think I have 2 right score last night. Pierre Martin. Run through. I missed 4 games by 1 goal for right score. Jose. like you said, my friend, does not count. David, have an amazing, great day. What about PLD and the house? Do you think Winnipeg will make the playoff? This is a great question, PLD, because I believe at that moment the race is really strong, like Dallas, Winnipeg, Minnesota, Nashville, Colorado. And at that moment, right now, Nashville finally won yesterday. If you stay in the top, you cannot have more at 4 loss, 5 loss. After that, it will be difficult. They have to catch up, and it's not going to be easy. That's Central Division, guys. The only good news I will say to you guys, I believe on the West Conference, 5 teams is going to come for the Central Division and only 3 for the Pacific. That will complicate there. So we talk about Vegas is checked in. I still believe Calgary have a good team. They got their slump. I think they're going to pick it up now. So Calgary, I put them in the playoff. And then you have the fight, the Kings. Anaheim Ducks, I don't think so. They will drop. San Jose, I'll be dropped. The Edmonton have to figure out something over there. Really, the biggest team dangerous right there to put Edmonton in trouble is the Los Angeles Kings. I think they have a lot of good players over there to make that playoff. I don't think so. Anaheim, Edmonton will be between. But I believe now it's only going to have 3 teams. So Winnipeg have maybe a shot over there, but they have to fight also with Dallas. So you're almost like 6 teams in that division can win for a 5 spot over there. So maybe on the back door, Winnipeg can make it. And Dallas will be out after that. I agree with you, not top for the lesson. What do you think about the Claude and Alexandre Rumeur trade deadline or soon? You're not going to hear about anything for Claude Giroux the next 2 weeks. We talk about coach. What I would say, first of all, he have a problem last night with the wrist. I think is going to be out for maybe day to day or weeks to weeks. That's something. The second thing, like Claude Giroux, the Flyers going to wait a little bit longer. You're going to have the All-Star games coming in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. At that moment, at the middle of February, a lot of teams going to talk with their old players. The player all maybe want to change or whatever it is. In that moment, now you can look about something like that. Until then, I don't see Claude Giroux go nowhere. I don't understand why Ottawa Senator will like to get Claude Giroux. I don't get it. I really don't get it why the Ottawa Senator will chase a player at 34 years old and give a great asset, a prospect, a first-round pick, and when the team does not go nowhere. When you become seller, you don't try to buy. It's reverse of what the machine is at that moment. Why don't always going to go 2 steps forward when they are out of the playoff, and why not to base and build from the bottom and with the prospect? So I really don't get it. Why the people in Ottawa or the Ottawa will mention Ottawa will trade to get Claude Giroux. I don't get it at all. But I expect the lose from Colorado, but Byfield show is ready to NHL last night. Honestly, I apologize, Ron. I did not watch the game because Montreal was played at the same time. It's something I need to pay attention. While Flyers 10 on the last. I agree with that. Byfield. The Byfield situation, guys, is all about his skating. If he can improve his power skating, he could become a great star in NHL. And that was his concern about him over there. And then after that, we said his time of decision, he need to anticipate better. But again, he's so young, we have to give him credit. We have to give time for sure. I heard Pax Mercenaries are close to coming back for Golden Knight. The Eagle later, while they should be unbelievable with everyone. Yes, Terry, great comment about that one there. On my post-game show this morning for my video, I mentioned about the Vegas. They beat Montreal without Pacioretty and Stone and Jack Eichel when they come back. The key behind this story is about the salary cap. That's what they have to figure out about that one over there. And they need space cap to let Eichel come in. It will be interesting what they're going to do at Terry during the trade deadline if they can move some player like Marchessault or Riley Smith. Because that's carry on both of them $5 million. One of them become a UFA, and Marchessault has 16 goals so far. So really interesting to follow up with the situation with Vegas Golden Knight for sure. I'm excited to see what they can do for the Kings. Terry, you cool that the Oilers are 7 and they're, yes, Dan, they are 7 right now. Help to have Daddy there to mentor him. Hi, Coach. Hi, Kelly. Welcome aboard. Michael Robinson said Minnesota, Florida, Hurricanes, Tampa Bay, best 4. No, not agree with you, Michael Robinson. What? Yeah. You forgot Colorado there. I will not consider Minnesota the best 4 team over there. I believe at that moment, Colorado, Florida, Carolina, and Tampa Bay are the best 4 in my book. Not say you're wrong, Michael. I'm just teasing you. But I feel like Colorado is maybe the best team right now between all the 4 in my book. But Minnesota missing a couple of pieces. Now they are happy. Granley is back. Erickson, AK, is back. The situation with that is all going to be the goaltender situation for sure. That's it. I got 2 scores correct, Kelly. You got 3, Kelly. By the way, congratulations, Rican. Right score last night for you. Kelly, you got 3. All right, guys. Congratulations. Thanks, Pierre. I was the only one. You got 3. Coach said, Kelly. Hi, Coach. Can I stay for the show but drop a like? Thank you so, Kevin. Welcome aboard. Thanks for having a great day. I don't know about how fast he is, King with Byfield. Since he played young age, he's always be skating not at the high level. That's something he need to improve to stay in the NHL to compete with other players. So it'll be interesting to see that about that one. For me, that's what they're on the scouting NHL. That's what you got a lot about Byfield. His weakness is really the power skating for him. I know Boston is a little not sure of the third team. I will give it a little bit later about that. Hi, Kelly. Jose Duarte. Tomorrow, January 22nd, Philadelphia Buffalo Sabres. Michael Kelly, and I'll claim you listening to him on the pick. It goes shock right there. Hey, if Tampa Bay goes down, do they have enough and their system to rebuild, or they have the trade world players have value? Terry, what happened is this spot over there. First of all, they have a couple of prospects. It's not a big prospect, Terry. They are number 30 on all the prospect in NHL as a team. They are at the bottom in NHL. So the prospect is really light over there. Now, they have a big decision. Palat is a UF3 next season. So the salary cap is going to be a little bit problem. Until they get that kind of foundation, the Stankos, the Kucherov, the Point, the Edmund, the Sergachev, the Cernak, and Vasilevsky, they're still hanging there. It would be interesting to see what they're going to do with Palat. Otherwise, they're going to get anyway a good team. Coach Coley puts a fit at Montreal. Yes, Logan Coley can be a great fit, Alexi, with the Montreal Canadiens for sure. I think you got Vegas exact score in our top set. I think you are right in our top. Keep PL in the house. Are you going to be live all day? No. I'll be back at 5 o'clock and tonight at 7 o'clock. No, Michael, I went with my own knowledge. Calling Toronto review, Kelly picks. He showed he was quick last night. Awesome. Colorado has not sold me for one reason, goaltender. I don't know. It's funny because people, and sometimes our image or always reflect Colorado about the goaltending. They have a shutout 2 days ago. They gave only 1 goal yesterday, right? And then I think overall, they are better what would people expect. Now, Franco's doing well over there. I still believe the Colorado, they should not targeting a goaltender. I think they should targeting a top forward 6 or at least a top forward 9 and a player with more experience at the bottom 6. I don't have no name in my head, but a kind of player like that. I don't think so they can win a Stanley Cup with Sherwood at the bottom. I think it's missing with that. Now, of course, Nikushin is not there yet. And then the fragility of the defensemen is maybe something they need to figure out. What are you talking about? They are great. They have McCarr, they have Tage, they have Girard, they have Eric Johnson. But after that, we don't know the condition of BRAM over there. And we cannot win with Jack Johnson. So they will be important for them about that. I think Ben Chariot is one player they should look about this for them, for the Montreal Canadiens, and return prospect or a first round. But they don't want to give Justin Byron, and forward they don't have enough for Montreal Canadiens. So it will be interesting what they're going to do for sure. Are you going to be alive? Which team is your favorite? Montreal Canadiens. New York Giants, higher bid Steve. John, thank you for information. And Solomon, 10 pounds. Solomon is going to be a tough first round pick for sure. Some put him between 10 to 20 at that moment, Alexi. That's pretty much what I expect him to be out of the NHL draft the next one over there. Michael is a quite simple, a pick shape where Washington, Boston, to me, would be close game about high score. Can you imagine? I've said that, all right. Convert a lot better record than people think. I agree with you. I think we don't give enough record about that part of there. We imagine because they don't have, the last 2 years, they fumble because of in the playoff, because of the goaltending situation. But again, I think they need to change their, we said Toronto struggled in the playoff. Colorado struggled in the playoff. And I think they need to find a way, the great system to give them a chance to go through the playoff for the upcoming one. It's coming right there. Which team is your favorite beside Toronto, Montreal, Boston? I don't know, KPL, what you're talking about. But if you are Ottawa Senator, what you will do? I would just stay where I am right now if I had general manager for the Ottawa Senators. Build for the prospect, build for the bottom. You have Jake Sanderson's coming. We have a lot of prospect on the bottom right now. Ottawa have a great, they have a lot of great trade. They're going to be another maybe top 5 pick over there. They have Suzzle. What are you looking for? It's, I believe, a goaltending in the future. A defenseman. They need to find experienced defenseman, a top 4 to join Sanderson, to join also the Thomas Shabbat over there. I think that will helping them. The bottom 6 is another area they have to figure out at some point. But until then, I think Ottawa don't need too much or make a big mega trade. They are far away to where they supposed. As a team, have to think about 3 years in the front, not right now in the present. More 3 years to go. Try to go all the way for each one of you guys to figure out what your question. Pessoa is on fire. 3 goals the last 4 games. So when I picked Boston for 3, I knew it would be a 1 goal trans. Now Franco's like a bigger front for him. Salut Nicolas de Gobi Bono. Do you think the Detroit need to upgrade to build around the Canes again today? Have enough now or the same for future? The Detroit situation, guy, it's another great location over there. They have a lot of prospect inside that field. We don't talk right now the Edmonton next season's coming to join the team over there, right? They have to build around Lucas Raymond, Sater, and Edvinson. And then from there, they have a couple of great. It's to see what Zezina can do. That's a big thing over there. They play without Jacob Vrabot all year long this year. It's a big piece of the puzzle over there. The Pertuzzi, the Rasmussen have to step up over there a little bit better. That team is coming really great. The goaltending, I think with Nikovic will be great. They're going to let it go Thomas Crease. I think they will let go Nick Liddy. Is a UFA at the end of the year, $5 million. It's a team in the next 3 years going to get better. They are close. They're going to have another great pick. They're not going to make the playoff. So they're going to take advantage of that. And they have a lot in the prospect area over there. So it's another team is doing very well. Coach, big win for the Bruins, but Marchand is injured. John Gregor. Yeah, exactly about this. They won yesterday. They find a way to come back. Charlie McCoy for a score and shootout at 4-3. C'est quoi le ceiling de Elias Solomonson? Like I said, Alexis is going to be a top 10 to 14 for the upcoming NHL draft. Do you think Pessoa should be on the power play? Not allowed. KPL, and the way that Dominic Schramm use him right now is far away. He play only 7 minutes per game. He's a 4-line top, at the bottom of the 4-line, and you give him a specific role, it'll be fine. But that would be the one league he can. We need to keep Pesada for the 4-line. Here we go. If the goaltending stay it is, they can make it all the way. I think so, though. I think I don't see how, you know what I mean? Like, you never know. When you go to the playoff, it's a race of 16 team. It's the goaltending or the team is the more hot can go all the way, honestly. But Joe Sakic is smart, and I'm sure he's thinking himself, hey, we don't need a goaltender right now. We need other area of the game we don't have. I think that's the way I would do that. Corey Hill, Ottawa just need to be patient and not trade anyway great young talent. Thank you, helping coach all the way. You do it, you're no problem. Jose, actually, I blew it last night, so I deserve. I got 3 right before the night. My mom picked Nashville. Yes, I remember. It's good to do. Kelly, awesome. You hear that? And I was don't forget. For me, Pazet is the top 6 in my opinion. Alexi, he cannot be a top 6. Michael Peseda, guys. Yeah, he barely can be an NHL. Right? He has no skill. He's not a guy who have a lot of sick angling. Right? You have to evaluate what the player bring on the table. And, you know what I mean? Like, I disagree with you, Alexi, about that. Quand il faut keeping you cold and the post-game video, regardez, chum, I stay very calm. The pressure or my blood pressure was high. And I was trying to not be too much hard on Jeff Petrie. But again, I'm not agree with Dominic Cham what he's doing right now about other players in that team. Cham in last and space. Pierre Martin, exactly. Jose Unit, Nedor Kelly. I wish C.H. Russell was Ottawa. Renault. It would be huge if we get Shane Wright in the draft. That would be very huge. My finger crossed for good luck. Gardu Pitlick, as-tu l'échange? At that moment, I keep Pitlick, Alexis, because I think he can play a specific role with Montreal Canadiens. Everything like that. How he can get this, I think they should trade Armia to open up the door for Pitlick. I will use Pitlick 5 times better at Armia. Now, we see what Montreal is going to do with Likonen, but if you have to keep Likonen or Pitlick. That's for sure. Of course, he's not a top 6. They use him right now as a top 6, but he's really great. I think for the bottom 6 is the kind of player you would like to get on your team about that. I still love, you try, and I thought we would miss you, especially if you left. Nobody won Army. Really great up about that. Yeah, obviously, Armia struggled with his contract, everything like that, and the way they pay him. Again, another Santa Claus contract from Marc Bergevin about him. What would you take for the Wild to be contender every year? The problem, Terry, is they have to be careful over there. The next 3 years, they're going to get hurt by the salary cap over there, right? When they buy out Parise and Rensselaer this summer, they open up about $14 million dead money in the next 3 years. And with that, their hands is tied. So they hope Boldy, Rosie, and another prospect, what I cannot remember, become great regular players. They will have to let it go, Kevin Fiala, at some point. And again, they have a couple of players like Scott Pujstad or other veteran players at the bottom at low salary. But that team, for me, I don't know how they can carry on that kind of money and everything like that. After that, that will be hurt them a long term, at least for the next 5 years. So we'll see what they can do. Of course, Kakkonen is goaltender, Talbot over there, and the defenseman is not too bad. But overall, I'm not sure what they can do about that over there. Toffoli is a prime rib steak. Toffoli, of course, is a kind of player Montreal missing. I think Toffoli makes Suzuki better. That's the good news about that one over there. C'est quoi la valeur de Armia? Honestly, Alexis, very low market over there. I think the problem with Armia, it's not the players overall. Is his contract he got from Marc Bergevin, obviously. Nice to you. Coach Pitlick showing a lot of spunk. He bring some kind of, a spy plug on some spark in the game. I see yesterday he did not play the best game for the first game he played with the Montreal Canadiens, I still he struggled a little bit. But again, overall, I think Pitlick can give some good time or minutes for the Montreal Canadiens. And it's a top analyst. I would like to see some other wild player on the league, Kirill Efiala. Yeah, of course, we're going to like those kind of players, but obviously they are not to be traded, or Toronto have no money. What you guess happen in Moncton now? The words panic is what they cannot do. So when you try to tell me, because you cannot panic on those kind of situations over there. You have to regroup. You have to reevaluate. You have to take the right decision. You have a couple of things in NHL. It's very hard. It's a trade. It's people think trade it's easy. It's not. You don't want to make a bad trade. You don't want to give players for nothing. And when you have a panic moment, what's going on over there? When you have a slump, you don't want to make bad call over there. So for me, the patience will be there. Is it the call we fix? No. They have place area they need to improve. The goaltending situation. Which goaltender they can get? Not many. Not many. They don't have a long list in goaltender in NHL. They have Fleury. After that, who do you have? Chicago will wait for them to get Fleury. They don't give Fleury for nothing. So the hands of Ken Harlan are really tied up right now. Right? So it would be interesting. If they get Fleury, they have to give a prospect or they have to give a draft pick. Right? But Fleury will save one part of the problem, but they need to improve the forward and they need to improve the goaltending. Now, someone bring Duran, Hopkins, Nugent to maybe trade to Boston. I like that idea over there. We have to give a good asset to get something older, but they will struggle after that on the forward. So the situation in Edmonton is not easy to fix. And I'm not sure how they're going to fix everything at the same time. They can fix one hole, but they maybe open up another hole. And the only way you can keep that hole not open up is to trade a prospect players or to trade a draft pick. So that's what will be interesting to see that while they're going to ring about that one over there. Corey, should I do I trade for another? No, you not trade Corey allow in Ottawa. I do miss Michael for the before it was great. Should Ottawa send another trade for another first round pick? Not allow. I will be interesting who next goal is for the Avs and my friend are New York, and it would be Chris Shaw for the Montreal Caulfield. But you have to get with French Canadian coach to get on Montreal. Unfortunately, it looked like a particular what could be the one they're looking for. I don't know what they have right now at that moment, honestly, for the coach, for the next coach. Toronto is Canada only chance to go for the playoff. On the bottom team this season, which team has the better chance to improving next season? Montreal Canadiens. Not Arizona. The Buffalo Sabres will get a little bit better, but not like crazy. The Ottawa could be the one I really believe they have a lot of element there. If they connect together, could become the team from the bottom to go all the way to the top 20 in NHL. I see that run. Now, the Montreal Canadiens situation, it all depends. Who they trade, who is coming back, and the Carey Price goaltending situation. That's the three things they will have to, before I give you the right answer, they have to see that about that one over there. Do you believe Bobrovsky will end up at the Hall of Fame at 2 is not but only twisting game? It's depend the next 5 years, Terry. It will have to bring this. Is right with the Florida Panthers going to be interesting to see that. And too early to mention if he's going to get this. The number is there. The Hall of the Vezina is there. I would say right now is about a bubble players could make it or not. Pourquoi is McDavid scoring like before? But that's the chemistry, Kelly, about that one over there. And the pressure, everything like that, and the team concept all together. It's not only McDavid. It's all the concept. It's not one player carrying on the team, unfortunately. And right now, it's all them all together at the same time, all in the slump, everything like that. But those kind of players like McDavid, Tresolo, when they go to score again, they're going to score more. And remember, guys, Edmonton struggled with all the best team in NHL. They've been there. The McDavid, if you on that, they took advantage of the schedule at the beginning of the year, play again the bottom of the team, like Montreal at the beginning, everything like that. So that gave them a bit a different look or perspective of what the team looked like. Edmonton is in a dedicated precaution situation if the team wants to take advantage of them. That's the problem in our tap about that one there. They cannot give away all the way or those kind of prospects they have at the bottom over there. They have maybe a few of them like defenseman Prober, but again, they are not in the right position right now to open the door. So let's make a trade and get a goaltending right away over there. The contract of Koskinen is a problem over there. The Mike Smith over there is another problem. The Duncan Keith is another problem over there. And I can go all the way that way. Toronto need one more defenseman. Toronto need a right defenseman for sure, Michael. I think they need also a left wing. We know what Case can do. Bunting doing well over there. I think it's at the bottom they need something. It's all depends, Michael Robinson, for the Toronto. It's how Marner and Matthews can do the playoff. Then after that, how Jack Campbell can perform between the pipe and the playoff. And finally, the third line. The Mikheyev, the Engvall, the Case, the Ritchie, I missed one right there, Kerfoot. Those kind of players right there can helping that team to go the next level during the playoff. I don't think so. They have that team that have everything to go all the way. But I think those kind of players they need. But the right defenseman over there, you can see the missing piece. They don't have Marzin. And when Marzin is out, you can see the struggle after that. They don't have enough with Dermott, Lindgren, and Sandin over there. So they have become really fragile when you lose Justin Ole and Marzin, because now you have about 3 more defensemen are considered number 6 in NHL, try to become 4, 5. That's the problem you get. That's exactly what's happening with any team. Montreal struggle because you put those kind of players at the wrong chair. And that's happening. Lehkonen, Toffoli, Chariot, and Allen if they can heal are the first round pick. I don't know why you want to try Toffoli. Not allowed with Lehkonen. Lehkonen is not a first round pick. Chariot, it can reach that level of first round pick. All depends who is going to be on the selling and trade deadline. Because before Chariot, you have Kleinberg. You have Langholm. Josh Manson in Anaheim is another big piece of the puzzle over there. You have a couple of few defensemen could be on the trade deadline and could be maybe pushed back a little bit the asset of Ben Chariot over there. Otherwise, Jake Allen is not going to be trade deadline now. He's injured. He's out for 2 months. So Allen is out. I don't understand why the Montreal Canadiens is going to give Tyler Toffoli. He's a contract for 1 more year after that, at $4 million. It's a cheap contract. His assets going to be better next year when he become a UFA. That's how I would see him. You get value of the players of the market when you are on your UFA year. So for me, that will do with Montreal Canadiens. After what Toronto coach said, the players are not going to play for him. I don't know if the message was for the players or for Kyle Dubas. That's the point there. Now, it's a normal situation. I'm sure we don't know what we hear inside the locker room. We don't know what we hear. Keith is very smart. Keith is a modern coach. We did not expect what he said. But again, his words could be on different perspective of what he was thinking and was the reflect of the people outside that the reporter mentioned this part over there. So I don't want to blame him all the way. Maybe not the best way to describe, but again, I will wait a little bit more about it. Team focus on McDavid, tie him up man-to-man all night long. Toronto 4-2 visit Avalanche for this year cup. Yeah, and also maybe Allen feel unable to trade. That's a problem about that, Michael. It's not easy to trade. Yeah, Kelly, Edmonton got shut down. They lost 7 in a row. One thing I think Edmonton should look about this is to figure out the Kane situation. They need Kane. And they need to figure out what's going on with that case. They cannot wait 4 weeks about that. They need to find a way, okay, do we get him or not? That would give him another chance to figure out after that what kind of trade he can make. But it would be interesting. Toffoli, Romanov, Bouchard, never. Why you trade Romanov? Come on, guys. We trade Sergachev for Drouin. Everybody complaining about that one over there. Why now you're going to have a great prospect you have in your team? You want to trade him again? They are rare in NHL to play like Romanov. You cannot find Romanov as a second pairing defenseman in NHL like he is. What I realized on the YouTube channel, guys, a lot of people bring name without foundation, without fact, what they are. You trade right now 2 players are maybe better to Evan Bouchard. What Evan Bouchard has right now better to Romanov? And then you want to put Tyler Toffoli in the package deal. I don't get it. You just told me 3 minutes before that you want to get a first-round pick for Toffoli. Now you put him with Romanov, you get Bouchard. Edmonton will laugh at you when he said that he will trade him right away, Bouchard, if they get Romanov and Toffoli. You fix 2 old, and I'm getting a 1 defenseman. I would say yes right away. Montreal lost on that trade. McDavid is more emotional Matthews, so they don't handle losing same way. Romanov is intouchable, and as I've said, Roach. I can see Montreal being that team. Yes, Ron. Romanov must stay in Montreal for the future head of the team. I will make him captain. Yes, I will not make him captain, Pierre Martin, but he is really an important player. And if you want to start somewhere or rebuild a team or retool the team, whatever you will mention about that, I will not. Romanov do not touch any other defenseman he can trade. Was not questioned. If Price, I will be back next season. Do you keep Allen on Monday Bond as a backup? But that's a great question, King, about that because Montembeault right now increased the value of the goaltending for the Montreal Canadiens. I will trade Jake Allen during the season. I will keep Allen because if something happening to Price, we don't know. And I don't know the future. You still have Allen Montembeault. And then you can deal during the season what Carey Price look like. You have a lot of element on your hands to make a good trade during the season. Jake Allen is at the end of UFA contract, right? After that, you can maybe see what happened with Price. And then you have Montembeault as the backup over there. So for me, I will not trade Jake Allen yet. I will start the season next year with Allen, Price, and go from there after that. At least we get something return with a trade, blah, blah, blah. But that would be my prediction about that. Google Akon is back in the house. Marner Matthews disappear when the fiscal please start. It's not with the physicality of the play. It's this. They have pressure, and the playoff start. They will have to prove they deserve to be. They are who they are, and that's what happening about that one over there. For that one, Monty is the future too. We'll see, Pierre. he showed the last month is solid. 1 month does not make a career. Yeah, too many goaltending in the NHL history show up and then they disappear. For me, he need to prove it to me for 1 or 2 years before he become that kind of goaltender you talk about. What's your for not putting Daniel Fredson in the Hall of Fame all the day? Yes, he's going to be a Hall of Fame, Daniel Fredson. As a backup, we have to wait. I just retold Montreal, you have amazing player there. I think the world is retold for me. Yes, Allen is very cheap. A trade Primo, maybe. I will not trade Primo at all. He's still too young. And a goaltending reach his full potential about 25 years old, 26. You'll never have enough goaltender and on your prospect line to make some trade. I will not trade him at all. And I thought, who was your pick for the Cup this year? I know Coach picked Islanders. He did the same thing. Gabe, welcome back, buddy. Greeting game, welcome. I won with Islanders all. Abs management is holding back Romanov, and that's why Gagu has more ice time. And Romy, no proper play about that. I joined my trade, Renault, first of all. That's a great statement. I rate my video this morning. I don't get it. I really don't get it. They are doing right now the same freaking stupid mistake they did with Kokanemi and they did with the young kids prospect player. They did the same stupid move with Norlander. They are losing Jordan Harris because Harris looking, and they did a mistake right now with Romanov. They did the same thing with Sergachev. Same thing. I don't get it. I'm going right now and I'm going to be pissed off. I know it's coming right now. And not because of you, Renault. It's because right now I don't get it. You have Romanov. He's going to be your top 4 defenseman in the future. Right away, I will ask Ducharme, do you build your team with Romanov or Clagu? You claim Clagu and the Weaver from Los Angeles King. He cannot make the team. You took Niku from the Winnipeg Jet. He cannot make the team. And you put them on the unit 1 or 2 on your power play. You took Chris Whiteman from the KHL. You put him on your unit, 1. You have the Muppet Petrie, cannot play hockey. And you put Romanov at 15 minutes last night. You bring Clagu for the last 2 games. You put him in front of Romanov. And then you want to build a team. I do not understand. I do not understand. Someone will have to explain to me, and I'm not good in hockey. I'm not far to be an NHL coach. I'm stupid in hockey. But right now, someone can explain to me why they penalize Romanov. They penalize Caulfield at the beginning of the playoff. They penalize Kokanemi. They killed Kokanemi. And now they try to kill Romanov. How Romanov feel right now? He's pissed off. But do you build with Clagu or do you believe you build with Romanov? I don't know. I don't understand. He put Jake Evans in the overtime last night. Jake Evans have 0 goal and the last 0 point the last 15 games. He put Jake Evans on your first line. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. So Alexis said, yeah, more offensive with Romanov. It's not the offensive. Do you build your life, your team, your foundation in the future with Romanov or Clagu? If it's Romanov, let him play. Let him make mistake. Try him on power play, on PK, on everything. Let him carry on the water bottle for everybody, but use Romanov. It just don't make sense to me. Let's go back where we are. I'm sorry about that. I thought what the lead coach said was great. Greeting Gabe, welcome back. As a management holding, that's the door open with Renault. Do you see a Knight or Kraken having a player to be $1 owned similar to Crosby McDavid? No. No, Terry, about the Golden Knight or the Kraken. Top 6, Toffoli, Suzuki, Anderson, Pitlick, Poland, and Pesada. No. No. Toffoli, Suzuki, and Anderson are top 3 over there. Pitlick, Poland, Pesada are the bottom 6. St. Louis Blues versus Southern Carabel tonight at 9 o'clock. Yes, great game for the St. Louis Blues. Back-to-back for Seattle. The Awesome is in the house here. Coach Danny. Welcome back, Mr. Danny. Why Montreal would trade Tyler Toffoli? Why do people want to trade Tyler Toffoli? Corey, if you want to get Tyler Toffoli, I would ask you, first round pick and Tim Suzzle. Give me Josh Norris for Tyler Toffoli. Give me Bratterson for Tyler Toffoli. You go tell me no. So we said to you, if you want Tyler Toffoli, give me something solid. Don't give me Backstrom. Is your bottom 6 defenseman. You give me a 4-round pick. If you want to get, you have to give. If you want Tyler Toffoli, give me a solid top 6 on your lineup. That's why you don't trade in NHL. It's not a PlayStation 22, guys. You have to pick it up more. Knowledge about hockey. Romanev deserves C until end of the season to show the rest of the player what a real warrior is. Wait for Gally get back on the ice. He show a lot of character. Eric Backstrom de Montreal, he can be the top 2, no, the top 4D. Not really Alexei. Backstrom is a Samuel Girard bottom with less skill and no physical. It don't exist anymore, those kind of players like that. He have a speed, carry on the puck, but he's not like Chris Letang. And I still believe he's a left defenseman. Gally is only C-worthy with Romanov, in my opinion. Salut Cédric Valois, thank you. Gally is better Romanov. It's not about the offensive, guys. Which time, when did you see Clagu hit someone? When did you see Clagu retrieving the puck? What are you watching, guys, when you watch the game? Someone said, oh, Whiteman have more point, Nico have more point. Jeez. Whiteman make more turnover like anybody else on the defensive side. He loses the battle all the time. If you have Chris Whiteman against Milan Lucic, who's going to hit the puck? Who have a more chance to retrieve the puck? Is it Whiteman or Romanov? Is it Niku or Romanov? Who has the more hit in NHL for the team from Montreal Canadiens? But Clagu have the more offensive side. Coach, do you think because the expansion team, the pool of the decent player is getting too small in the league? But more you have a team, as Sam, you have more, the talent is split, is spread over. But on the flip side, Sam, because you have a lot of players coming from Finland, Russia, Sweden, Swiss, Germany, everywhere around the world, the talent's still up at that moment. Of course, you have a 16 team, your talent will be good. Cédric, comment ça va? Ça va très, très bien, mon Cédric. Toi? Romanov, of course, nice job talking. John Gregor, hello, coach. Sorry, I've been walking a bit, but I'm back, baby. Let's go back, Mr. Jerry and the house. Duchamp at his best putting Evans in. Dvorak was the man to put in. Dvorak, I have no problem with that part, Pierre. The problem was Jake Evans about that one over there. Can you hold on? I don't have the key anymore. Yeah. So that would be interesting to see that about that one. Should Kings move Capital or Quick for the future? Not allow Terry about that one with that. Now, Quick could be someone you can move. I would not see the captain and the Capital to move in my book about that, Terry. The problem sometimes with Quick, you have to think a little bit longer. Is it a team make the playoff or not? They are too close to make the playoff that right now to make a trade like that, Terry. Sham use hot wheel car to explain his system with players. No, Eric Branson is solid. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Caleb Sauce, welcome aboard. HSO should come play in Montreal, Jerry. Hey, coach, comment vas-tu? Va très bien, mon Cédric. Marchessault should be playing Montreal. I don't know if he can. At least you can get the boost for your condo, get expressions during the day. Coach, Pierre-Martin, absolutely right about that. Quick et Kopitar are the franchise player. They will retire as a Kane. We'll see what happens. Coach, how about Nicolas Paul, third round pick for Tyler Toffoli, fourth round pick better? Not allowed. Correct. If you want Tyler Toffoli, give me Tim Suzzle. Give me Josh Norris. Give me Patterson. Give me Brady Tkachuk. Don't give me crap players for Tyler Toffoli. You give me the bottom of your six. Give me a bottom top six or your top three defensemen. I will give you Tyler Toffoli. That's how it works. Why? Montreal will advantage you, Ottawa, and we don't say, oh, give me Nick Paul. It's not good enough. And that's the problem with Marc Bergevin. Marc Bergevin built better player at the bottom six. Go get better player at the top six or don't make a trade. That's been Marc Bergevin's reputation. Marc Bergevin want a better player, better Alikonen. If you want to Montreal now, go get a center better to Suzuki. Go get a center better to Dvorak. Go get a winger better to Gallagher. Go get a winger better to Toffoli. Go get a defenseman better to Jeff Petrie. It's easy. But anyway, that's another story. Go get a better defenseman better at Romanov. That's how you build. But you don't build better with Perreault over Lekonen. Until you don't do that, you're not going to go nowhere. On the trade side, are you UFA? Sign a great UFA. Don't say Paquette, Perreault, Whiteman. You only add crappy stuff at the bottom. You not add new. You still in the rusty. Until they don't do that, you don't go nowhere. That's been the reason why Montreal has always been at the middle of the league. But you have to give to get. One Bergeron always said to us, you cannot trade for a first round center. It's not possible. It is. But you have to give. At that time, he maybe trade Gallagher. They trade Pacioretty. He was a great winger, but he gets something back in return. But that's the point here. Alshon first boss a job. Alshon rank is player like a NASCAR driver for the car. Show us picture coach to guess the players. Gladys Whiteman and Nico Romanov would be my top 4 coach. Are you serious, Renault, or you just try to be a joker right now? Gladys Whiteman and Nico. Gladys got on the waiver list. Nico was on the waiver list, and Whiteman was coming from KHL. And you want to make a team, NHL, with those kind of players. Coach, any pick or quiz, John? They are coming, my friend. It's Friday, so we have a time. We can talk all day. Tu parlais à qui à propos de la clé? Oh, my cousin. Coach, love you, Danny. Not a problem. Any pick quiz today is coming. Did you see enough from Nolan Patrick yesterday with a trade for Vegas? Not enough. There's no players, guys, going to be at the bottom 6. And obviously, he's going to struggle about that one over there. I'm LS. I just see you in the afternoon. Patrick line was buzz. Welcome. With Nashville retire, Arnell, elect one number. They were there for so long term. Beginning of the clearly first round pick. I agree with you about elect one. about that. Go get Lawson Cruz. I just got in and I have a feeling it's pissed off. Trump spout Evans. What's with the hate for Toffoli? I don't know. Renaud Giroux et David Perron, anytime all my expressive on. I love David Perron. Renaud is gonna out with a penalty box. O'Cole. I enjoyed Greg yesterday. Wonderful job. Thank you so much, NHL. No, it was clear about this. Piss off some comments. Here, and at top, Lawson Cruz, bon pour Montreal, or pas pantoute. It will be okay, Alexis, but you have to give a lot, and you don't looking for Cruz that way with it. They got hip about that. Guys, we have to go right away here. Unfortunately, I don't know how many people we have right now in the chat, but we're going to finish quick the last part of the show. If not, I will be here all afternoon with each one of you for sure. Should Montreal give there the first round for catch-up Ottawa? Jerry, no. But because Ottawa is not going to accept that one over there, but I will do it, of course, if I could have to it, honestly. Hey, come on, goalie, Matt Murray really won downhill about that one over there. So let's start in here. And what we do here, guys, at the end of the show or at the end, at some point we do this. And today we are late because I enjoy talking that way, like that, with questions, everything like that. Who are they? Who are they? We need 3 names over there. Who are they? Vinny Le Cavalier. 3, Le Cavalier, Nicolas said. We have one good answer. Fits off. Caleb South. You got one of them. Great job. Gretzky, Lemieux, Yari. We got number 2 in the middle. Gretzky. Congratulations. Fitzgerald was already named, Alexis, but yes, it is Fitzgerald. We missed one. Who's going to get it? And our top survivor, the Twins, Corey Hill. Someone needs to step up here. Gretzky, Jim Carrey, Renault. Wayne et Bourque, Pierre Martin. We missed one. Gretzky, Makarov. Makarov, Fitzgerald, and Wayne Gretzky. Congratulations, people got it. The last one. All right, we know the goaltender. Who is the 2 player in the back? The Boston Bruins and also the Toronto Maple Leafs. Who is the 2 player? Whoop, the clock. Bob Gainey, no. Bobby Orr, no. Don't worry about it. I get to more video. Myself, David. Thanks to NHL to join us today. And thank you so much, David Arthur. A bit before my time, Caleb Souls. I'm strong for the leave. No. Brad Park. We got one. Brad Park for the Boston Bruins. Who is the number 2? The Toronto Maple Leafs. He have a Sweden guy. I will help you a little bit. A Sweden guy. When is your next video out, Alexis? I did this morning. I do only live stream. Pierre Martin, you got it. Mark. It will be tomorrow, Alexis, for the video. For the pre-game show. Montreal Canadiens. Salming. Doug Gilmore. No. The Sweden name is Ham Maxstrom. Ham Maxstrom. Edge. It was his first name. Harold Ballard said Ham Maxstrom, it was a guy can skate with 12 eggs on his pocket and never breaking. until he met Brad Park at the end. But that was the comments about that one over there. We want to mention sadness in the hockey world with the pass away Randy Boyd. He was 60 years old. Randy was a player play over almost 300 games in NHL for his friend team. Randy Boyd passed away yesterday. A couple of things I want to mention to you is this is the lineup of the Sweden and the Finland for both teams for the Olympics team. Phil Pula for the Finland play is an ex-NHL players. Altonen is an NHL players over there. Sami Vatanen is an ex-NHL player in NHL for the Finland. Mikko Lehtonen for the Toronto Maple Leafs is an ex-NHL. For Sweden, who played Jacob de la Rose, is an ex-NHL players. We have also Marcus Kroger play with the Chicago Blackhawks in the past. Wanken Nordstrom play for the Boston in the past. Lucas Walmart play for Florida Chicago in the past. Christian Follen for the Montreal Canadiens in the past. And that's what the couple of players play in NHL play for Olympics. I want to mention to you that was the score for yesterday. We now have no time to talk about this, but I want to talk about this. The Roman Josi become the most assist player in history for Nashville Predators, past David Leg one with 358 yesterday. And also, Sergei Bobrovsky is 801 in the last 9 games. A really great performance for him at that moment. I just want to sharing with you about that one over there. Let's dive in what we do at the end of the show, guys. We do under, over. About that, my prayer for Randy, parents, friendly fans. Corey, thank you so much for that part of there. Cool, David. The first one is how many players had 0 point last night in NHL? 201 players play yesterday over with 0 point. I want you to answer under, over. I will roll the dice straight, yes, because it's more. Over, Caleb said. Caleb so said over. We have Danny said under. Kelly said over. We have Richard under. Nicolas under. Jose under. Enotap under. Ron with Kings under. John Gregor under. We have David Arthur under. Corey Hill over. NHL under. Pierre Martin over. Watch the answer be 200. The answer, guys, over. 203 players. Only 4 got it. Caleb Sars. And we have also Kelly. And we have Corey Hill and Pierre Martin have that answer over there with over 203 players. Congratulations. Let's move on. Question number 2. How many goaltenders last night received 25 shots or less? 11. Is it under or over? How many goaltenders have 25 shots or less yesterday? Under or over with 11 goaltenders? It's because you have a 9 game yesterday, 18 game, and they have over 300 players in NHL. That's the reason why. We have Caleb said under. We have Jose said over. Richard said over. Nicolas said over. John Grigas said under. Danny said over. Hurry up. Hold on. We have John Gregor said under. Kelly said under. Run with King said under. Richard Molin said over. NHL said under. Pierre Martin, no, 2003. And on top, David Arthur said under. Danny said over. Corey said over. Nicolas said over. John Gregor said under. NHL under. And on top, under. David under. Kelly under. Renault under. Pierre Ego under. Pierre Martin said under. And we have Renault under. The answer, guy, is under. 10 goaltender. 10 goaltender winner. Now we have Caleb Sauce at 2. Kelly at 2. Pierre Martin at 2. Corey Hill at 1. John Gregor. Ron Kings 20. We have David. We have Inotap. We have Renault. And I have 1 MK. I don't know who he was at 1. This is the last question of the day. We'll see what happened. NHL all in 1 at that moment. That's what we have at that moment. Let's see who's won the last one. How many players has -2 yesterday? 19. Under, over, -2. No answer yet. Oh, it's interesting. Everybody's looking on Google. Renault said B. NHL said B. Nicolas said B. David said B. Danny said over. Enotel said under. Richard said B. John Gregor said B. Jose said over. David After, Get News Report, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Corey Hill said under. North Kings 20 said over. Kelly said under. Renault said it's 19. Ron King said 20. I still missing the answer to Key Lab Sauce. Pierre Martin said over. I need an answer of Key Lab Sauce. Anybody know his answer? He's the one can win also. Key Lab Sauce. Anybody knows his answer? Anybody can look about this? Key Lab Sauce said under. All right. We have some winner here. The answer, that guy, it was under. And that way, with the under, I don't know what's going on with her, but she's on fire about that one, guys, because Kelly and Caleb Sauce win with 3-3 perfecto. See, Corey Hill, Pierre Martin, Enotap, NHL, Ron Kings, all Renault, all 2 afternoon. Congratulations to Kelly and Caleb Sauce. 3 under today. Congratulations, both of you today. Great job, everybody else. We apologize. We go over the time today at 1:20, but it was a great show. Hopefully you enjoy it. And Coach Frenchy keep his frustration low. My blood, my pressure is okay and all good, but I have a difficult time to understand Dominic Charme. Until then, guys, we want to wish you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody, for an amazing, great show of the morning skate with the hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy. Until the next video or the next show at 5 o'clock, we wish you an amazing, blessing day. You are the reason why the Hockey Nation show grow. We are so grateful and thankful for your participation, to be friend and to be great with respect inside the chat. We love you. Each one of you are important. And remember, you are unique you have everything to accomplish your dream at any moment. Until then, be well, be healthy, and find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate your year 2022. Have an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody. Have a great one, John Renault. Have an amazing, great day. Nicolas, see you later. Kelly, always a pleasure. We love you. Yeah, Martin. And all that. Ariel, Emerson. Roger L.
What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another
Danny,
breakdown?
Roger L.